Welcome back to Sanctuary with Alice, where I share yoga, meditations, and affirmations to bring more wellness into your daily life. I'm Alice, and today we're going to cover yoga for hamstrings, butt, and hips, a 15-minute all levels practice. So let's begin in seated prayer. Taking a couple of deep inhales here and exhales, and allow yourself to relax, setting your intention for today's practice. All right, let's come onto our knees. Okay, we're gonna next come to a tabletop hip extension and hip rotations. So let's extend our right leg. Okay, we're gonna extend the left, so we're bending leg and extending. Okay, so we're bending the right leg and kicking it out. Now the left leg, nice and easy. Make sure your core is engaged, your hips are squared, activating those glute muscles. Excellent. Make sure to breathe here. Inhale, exhale. Your shoulders are above your wrists. All 10 fingers are flat on the mat. I'm making it look easy, but it can definitely be difficult. Continue to breathe here. Excellent. Now we're going to do this on one side. Okay, so we're kicking out with our leg, and nice and controlled. It's almost like we're dogs that are lifting our legs to pee. So we're lifting that leg, lift. And we're going to count to 8 on each side. You can go slower here. You don't have to go as fast as I'm going. Breathe in and out. Take a pause here. You can rest, sit back on your heels, come to child's pose for a minute. Make sure your forehead is on the mat here. Resting, arms are extended forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Come back to all fours. So what we want to do is we want to imagine like we're kicking the ceiling. So first we're doing these leg lifts. Gonna extend that leg and do nice circles, rotating that hip. And now we're going to do full circles. Get into that rotation. Okay, continue to engage your core. You can do clockwise and counterclockwise. It's your practice. Again, lift, kick the ceiling or the sky. Engage the glutes. Make sure your hips are squared so you can really get into that glute. Extend the leg and do those nice circles with your leg. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Rotate that hip. Nice. Continue to breathe here. Nice, slow, controlled movements. You could speed it up as well. Bring the leg back down. And let's go for cat and cow pose. So we're going to round our back in cat, arch our back in cow. You could tuck in those toes. Round the back. Exhale for cat. Tuck in the toes. Arch the back for cow. Exhale for cat, inhale for cow. Excellent. Let's come to down dog. Nice and easy on this one. We can straighten our legs, or bend our knees, making sure the eyes of our elbows are facing forward. This gives a nice rotation in the shoulder so we can elongate our spine. Nice adjustment. Breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. We're going to do a 3-legged dog. We're going to do some circles, some hip rotations. What's great about these hip rotations is that we can really modify our practice and adjust to any level, which is great in yoga. Open up that hip, You can kick back your leg or bend the knee. You can rotate your hips clockwise or counterclockwise. You can really do whatever you like. Whatever feels natural for you. Continue to breathe here. Okay, bring the leg down. Let's try on the right side. Same thing, we're going to do the hip rotations. We always want to breathe a little bit. Take in 3 breaths before engaging in the exercise and the pose variety. Rotating the hips clockwise and counterclockwise. You can kick your leg up and you can extend your leg. Have some fun here. Bring the leg down. We're going to slowly come into a modified plank next. But let's first breathe here. Deep inhales and exhales. A modified plank is we're bending the knees and we're not bringing the knees all the way to the mat. We're just hanging out here in plank. I like these modified planks because it's easier. Anybody can do it. Now we're going to come into child's pose. Arms are extended forward. Knees wide. We're going to come back to down dog. Walk our feet forward into forward fold. You can grab opposite elbows. Make sure your head hangs. You can stretch those hamstrings, swinging side to side, bending one knee then the other. Excellent. All right, slowly come to stand. One vertebrae at a time. All right, we're going to come into chair pose and we're going to do side steps. So this is the chair pose walk. Tuck in the tailbone. Make sure that your knees are not past your toes when you look down. Hands in prayer. From this pose, we're going to walk first to the left. Okay, keep walking sideways, right, then left, maintain the chair pose. We do this in Pilates and fitness classes as well. Continue to breathe here. You could extend one leg. Okay, this is really going to fire up your quads. You could extend the other and you could do gentle taps. It's okay if you trip. Taps, so you extend the leg and tap. You're not leaning into the leg, you're just tapping. Nice and easy. Breathe. Stand up straight and we're going to come into mountain pose. So we're standing tall, palms open. Okay. We're going to do a mountain pose with a standing side leg lift. Now you want to point your toes down, not out. So a little bit like pigeon-toed, because that's going to extend the glute. Look at my toes, they're pointing down. I'm doing a little pigeon-toed here. I'm not trying to kick out my toes, even though that's a natural thing for our bodies to want to do, because I want to activate the glute. Try it on each side a couple of times, see how you feel. Excellent. Continue to breathe here. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And we're going to come into barre chair pose. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but releve chair. And what's amazing here is our heels are touching. When you look down, our feet are in a 90-degree angle. We're tucking the tailbone. No butt sticking out. And we're extending the legs out, so we're coming down and upward. exhaling down, inhaling, coming up. And we're imagining we're holding our grandmother's soup bowl, her big soup bowl. What I'm actually doing is just having the heels touching, but you can also do this on the balls of your feet, which is a little bit harder. And our arms are extended forward for balance or engaged in a light hold. Knees are slightly bent. This benefits the quads, calves, and core. And now we're going to do a standing lateral leg lift, or a ballet-inspired tendu. In fitness, it's called standing side leg lift, hip abduction. So what we're trying to do is we're extending the leg and pointing. We want to make sure to touch the heels, extend and point. Okay, it's great. You can modify any pose, any exercise to suit your needs. I'm going to show you from the side how it's done. Amazing. Continue to point, straight legs here. Engaging the core. So you see my heels. You can now also stand on the balls of your feet, but I chose to do it today. My heels. All right. Now we're going to roll down, hang here. Walk our hands forward, walk the feet back, and we're coming to a plank to do some leg lifts. Excellent. So we're going to lift our right leg. Keep that leg straight. Make sure the hips are lowered. Shoulders over the hands. Kicking back the left leg now. Strong glutes, strong legs, straight legs. Up, down. When you go raise your leg, inhale. When you lower, exhale. You could alternate here too. You could try it on your forearms. Lift your left leg, kicking it back. Okay. It's a nice glute exercise. Smile. Kicking back, keep kicking. Keep raising that leg. Strong core. Excellent. From that pose, we're going to come into dolphin pose, which is essentially where on our forearms, we're having the shoulders over our elbows and we keep raising our hips to the sky. Make sure the back is flat. You could bend your knees here if it's easier. You could also kick your leg back and try to come to a forearm stand, which we're not going to do today, but this essentially is a setup for forearm stand. All right, sit back on your heels. We're going to do reverse prayer today. Amazing. Let me know what you think when I incorporate some mobility exercises and fitness and poses from dance classes. I used to take ballet and I was a gymnast for 2 years, so I always try to incorporate different exercises. Amazing. Let's now come to a seated pose. We're going to raise our arms and twist to the right, exhaling as we twist. Inhale and a twist deeper. Looking over our right shoulder. Make sure the left hand is above the knee. Raise your arms up. Inhale, deep inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Your right hand is above the left knee and your left hand is back. One last inhale, look up. Open up your palms, slowly exhaling and lowering your arms to the mat. Smile, final pose, seated prayer. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe to the channel, share it, I'd appreciate it. Trying to get more people to subscribe. Thank you and see you in the next one. Namaste.